Hi creative friends! Since my last video about Faire Wholesale Marketplace, a lot has changed inside Faire as well as the online wholesale marketplace in general. In fact, two of the companies have quit the space altogether since we posted this video earlier this year about the top 5 online marketplaces for wholesale. Abound is shifting their business strategy to focus only on dropshipping, and Trada is closing down for good after July 2023. As it appears, the competition is getting more fierce by the year. Now let's talk about the most important and newest change to Faire, which was announced to sellers in May. In this email, Faire stated that they will be changing their fee structure in 2 ways. All opening orders from new buyers will now have a 15% commission plus a $10 new customer fee instead of 25% commission flat previously. All reorders will still pay 15% commission, just like before. The second change is that all orders will now be charged with a payment processing fee. If you're currently on Faire, you may know that Faire has been waiving the payment processing fee if you choose to get a payout 30 days after you fulfill your order. After July 5th, you will pay a variable payment fee depending on how soon you want to be paid. Basically, the sooner you want to be paid, the higher the fee. But regardless, you will be paid a processing fee with each order. So what hasn't changed about their fees? Faire direct orders, which are orders you receive from retailers you previously have a relationship with outside of Faire or the ones that you have personally brought on to Faire. Those orders will still enjoy a 0% commission. However, you'll still need to start paying the payment processing fee, and same rules apply depending on how soon you want to be paid. I can appreciate that Faire has followed up their announcement with a personalized email to each of their sellers. In my email, they provided an estimate of what my new payout would be based on my current average order value. Based on their estimate, I would be paying slightly less for my opening orders, but slightly more for my repeat orders. Of course, this will vary order by order, but after doing my own calculations of my minimum order value, which is currently set at $175, an opening order will save me $3 in fees, but all return orders will cost me $4.50 more due to the fees. If I think about it, if I want to be successful in wholesale business, I would naturally want more repeat orders than opening orders. So this new fee structure would hurt me in the long run. I'm sure Faire has hired super smart and capable pricing analysts to come up with these changes that could create the most value for their investors while causing the least amount of pain and inconvenience for their users, us, the sellers. But it's still a little disappointing. I think the payment processing fee should have been absorbed in the 15% commission already, or it should have been absorbed in the $10 new customer fee for opening orders. And although $4.50 is not going to single-handedly break my business, when you multiply that $4.50 by the hundreds and thousands of orders that they receive on the platform, you know ultimately who it benefits. All right, I don't want to just focus on the recent fee changes, although I know that's the thing that will probably impact current sellers the most. And I want you to know that as a seller, I'm in the same boat. As far as the buyers go, I know the incentives change all the time for first-time buyers or new-to-platform buyers, but as far as these fees goes, I don't think they impact the buyers at all. I've been on Faire since 2019, and the 2 things that consistently work for me in getting discovered from new retailers is frequently uploading products to my Faire catalog and setting up promotions with small discount. If you're launching a collection to your general audience all at once, but you make products behind the scenes over time, I'd recommend trying to list them on Faire one by one, as long as you can support the inventory. Faire likes that a shop makes frequent updates, and it might just trigger their algorithm to promote your new additions and get you a few sales. I noticed my wholesale orders tick up a bit in the weeks after I upload new listings. As for promotions, you probably know I have mixed feelings about that. I feel that offering discounts trains the retailers over time to expect them at certain time of the year, such as during the twice-a-year virtual markets, where we are strongly encouraged to offer tiered discounts to our buyers. One of them happened in the summer, usually July. The other one happens in January. So you end up getting a wave of order around those virtual markets, followed by periods of drought. until the next time you offer a discount. At least that's my experience. This volatility can be stressful for small businesses that need a more even flowing stream of income and potentially can't handle high volume orders or can't sustain the continued discounted promotions. I originally wrote a script to deep dive into some of the other features on Faire, but I've scrapped all of that out because, as I've learned, these features may come and go, and I like to be less reactive to all the changes and be more proactive about learning and sharing what works for me, and hopefully for some of you too. So instead, I want to address the human aspect of growing wholesale on an automated platform, or the general idea of automating everything in our lives for convenience and accessibility. Don't worry, I won't get too existential in this video. After all, it's a Faire Wholesale video. One of the concerns that arises with technology platforms like Faire is that it depersonalizes the wholesale experience. You might think that wholesale is cut and dry, straightforward commerce business, but it's actually traditionally very relationship driven. So while Faire works to enhance our brand visibility and streamline order management for both buyers and sellers, the increased automation can take the human connection out of these transactions. In the past, building relationships between buyers and sellers was crucial, as I often worked together with my buyer to understand their customers and unique needs and build trust in the process. There's a distinct difference between how I work with my retailers that I've known pre-Faire and after Faire. My communication with retailers that I've signed on through Faire is very minimal and transactional based, and reorders often taper off after a few times or are much less frequent. Meanwhile, some of my wholesale shop owners before Faire are my friends, and we follow each other on our personal social media accounts. The necessity for personal connection and the organic way of building trust is replaced by all the bells and whistles of a platform that promises to optimize the user experience and the bottom line, our sales. But user experience is not human experience. I'm worried that what we gain in efficiency and convenience, the price we pay in the long run are disconnectedness and isolation. I'm not saying we should boycott these platforms, but I do think we need a more nuanced and holistic awareness of the tools that we use and the impact they have. It's not an either or choice. It's that we can benefit from both the platforms of convenience and doing the hard work to build and maintain genuine connections. I preached this before, but this starts locally. Find that local coffee shop near you that maybe only sells t-shirts and mugs and ask if they'd be open to carrying some of your greeting cards or magnets or stickers. These platforms are businesses at the end of the day, and it's their prerogative to want to maximize profit and increase user acquisition. It's also our prerogative as conscientious small business owners to do what's beneficial for our business, our sanity, and what aligns with our values. Faire's pricing update may be a disappointment, but it also serves as a reminder not to put all of our eggs in a single basket. Let's continue to build and strengthen our relationships with our retailers and customers, both online and offline. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Thank you for listening to my Faire update as it turned into a TED Talk. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you're currently a Faire seller or buyer or are new to wholesale and are learning this information. What do you think? Thanks for watching, and remember, you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to take the next step. See you next time.